Ever booked a vacation rental and then panicked because you couldn't figure out how to actually talk to the owner? You're scrolling through the listing, picturing yourself relaxing on the beach, but then a question pops into your head. Maybe it's about parking or pet policies, or even just confirming check-in details. Suddenly, that dream vacation feels a little less relaxing and a little more stressful. You're not alone. One of the most common questions people have when using platforms like Vrbo is, how do I actually contact the host? It seems simple enough, but sometimes navigating a website or app can be a little tricky. That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. We'll break down all the ways you can get in touch with a Vrbo host, ensuring your booking process is smooth and stress-free. Vrbo, or Vacation Rentals by Owner, connects travelers with property owners who rent out their homes, condos, cabins, and more. It's a fantastic way to find unique accommodations and often offers more space and amenities than traditional hotels. But unlike a hotel with a front desk, communication with the host is key. Before we dive into the how, let's briefly touch on the why. Why is contacting the host important in the first place? Well, there are several reasons. Firstly, you might have specific questions about the property. Perhaps the listing photos don't clearly show the layout, or you need clarification on available amenities. Maybe you're traveling with small children and want to ensure the property is child-friendly. Directly contacting the host allows you to get precise answers tailored to your needs. Secondly, communication helps build a relationship. Establishing contact with the host before your trip can create a sense of trust and mutual understanding. This can be especially helpful if any unexpected issues arise during your stay. A quick message beforehand can lay the foundation for a smooth and positive experience. Thirdly, confirming details is crucial. You might want to double-check check-in/check-out procedures, ask about local recommendations, or inquire about specific house rules. Confirming these details in advance can prevent misunderstandings and ensure everyone is on the same page. Now, let's get to the main point. How do you actually contact a host on Vrbo? There are a few different methods, and we'll cover each one. The most common and often preferred method is through the Vrbo messaging system. This system keeps all communication within the Vrbo platform, providing a secure and organized record of your conversations. Here's how it works. First, locate the property listing you're interested in or have already booked. On the listing page, you'll typically find a button or link that says something like Contact Host, Ask Owner a Question, or Message the Owner. The wording might vary slightly depending on the Vrbo interface, but it's usually prominently displayed. Click on this button. This will open a messaging window where you can type your message to the host. Be clear and concise in your communication. State your question or request clearly and politely. It's always helpful to include your booking dates if you've already made a reservation. After sending your message, the host will receive a notification and can respond directly through the Vrbo messaging system. You'll also receive a notification when they reply. This keeps all communication in one place, making it easy to track your conversations. Another way to contact a host, though less common, is by phone. Some hosts may choose to list their phone number on their Vrbo profile. However, this is becoming less frequent as the messaging system provides a more efficient and secure way to communicate. If a phone number is provided, you can certainly call the host directly. However, it's generally recommended to use the messaging system first, as it creates a written record of your conversation. This can be helpful if any disputes arise later. In some cases, you might find an email address listed on the property profile. Similar to phone numbers, this is becoming less common. Vrbo encourages using the messaging system for security and organizational purposes. If an email address is provided, you can send an email to the host. However, again, it's generally better to use the Vrbo messaging system for the same reasons mentioned earlier. Now, let's talk about some best practices for contacting a Vrbo host. These tips will help ensure effective communication and a positive experience. Be respectful and polite in your communication. Remember that you're communicating with another person, so treat them with courtesy. Use proper grammar and avoid slang or informal language. Be clear and concise in your messages. State your questions or requests directly and avoid rambling. This will help the host understand your needs quickly and efficiently. Provide relevant information. If you've already booked the property, include your booking dates and any other relevant details. This will help the host understand your context and respond appropriately. Allow reasonable time for a response. Hosts are often busy managing multiple properties and may not be able to respond immediately. Be patient and allow a reasonable amount of time for them to get back to you. Usually, a response within 24 to 48 hours is considered reasonable. Check your Vrbo inbox regularly. Once you've sent a message, be sure to check your Vrbo inbox regularly for a response. You'll also typically receive email notifications, but it's a good idea to check the platform directly as well. If you don't receive a response within a reasonable time frame, you can try sending a follow-up message. However, avoid bombarding the host with multiple messages. A gentle reminder is usually sufficient. In the rare event that you're unable to contact the host through any of these methods, you can contact Vrbo customer support directly. They can assist you in reaching the host or provide alternative solutions. So, to recap, the primary way to contact a Vrbo host is through the platform's messaging system. This keeps communication organized and secure. You can usually find a Contact Host button on the property listing page. While phone numbers and email addresses might occasionally be listed, using the messaging system is the recommended approach. Remember to be polite, clear, and patient in your communication. By following these simple steps and tips, you can ensure smooth and effective communication with your Vrbo host, leading to a more enjoyable and stress-free vacation experience. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.